Yes, good afternoon to everybody. Today we will learn design of quarter joint. This is actually the part of your second chapter, but as I have discussed already, that will take the theory and the numericals simultaneously. So in lecture number 1, 2 and 3 we have covered some theory from the chapter number 1. Now we'll see the numerical, the design of the quarter joint. So the second chapter is design of joints. In that we have to design various joints. In that first one is quarter joint. Quarter joint, you can see I have drawn the diagram of the quarter joint over here. Quarter joint is the joint which can join two shafts which are under the axial tensile type of loading. If there are two shafts and we want to join those two shafts, we have various means to join. We can join by welding, we can join by screwing, we can join with the help of couplings, and we can join with the help of joints like knuckle joint or quarter joint, etc. So in that first we will see the quarter joint. Quarter joint, there will be the two shafts. There are two shafts which we have to join. We have to join these two shafts, and the load which these two shafts are going to bear will be of tensile in nature. Okay, so what we'll do in quarter joint, we'll make the ends of these two. ये जो दो shafts है उसका एक end जो है will make in the shape of socket, will make like the socket, and the end of the other shaft will make like a, sorry, this is the spigot, will make the shape first of spigot and the second of like a socket. Okay, so the spigot will go into the socket, and when these two will be inserted in each other, we'll put a quarter in that between them, so it will get locked, that joint will get locked. Okay, now I have drawn the its views over here, these three parts, the views of these three parts. Number one is in black color. I have drawn the spigot, means this is the end of the shaft which we are going to join. तो उसका end हमने बना दिया spigot के जैसा, शेप दे दिया उसको. And the second, the end of the second shaft, this is the end of the second shaft, will give its shape like a socket. So the spigot will go into the socket, and the third part, the locking device, is quarter. So I have drawn the quarter in green. Okay, so when the slot of the spigot and the socket will be of size of the quarter, and quarter will be slightly tapered. Okay, it will be tapered like this, so it will get locked there. It will not fall down. It will be straight. It can fall down from the slot. So we'll give the taper. We'll give the taper to the quarter. So these are the three parts we are going to design today. Okay. Now we are going to design. Design means we are going to fix the dimensions. Okay. So first of all, to get the dimensions, we have to give some alphabet to those dimensions. So the alphabets of spigots, the alphabets of socket, and the alphabets of quarter. We learn the first all the alphabets. I have actually listed out all the alphabets on the right side of the whiteboard. So in that W, number one, that is W. W alphabet, the load, the axial loading, the tensile loading which is on the joint. So that this axial loading is nothing but the direct loading, and the speciality of the direct loading is this, that when it is applied on the joint, it will be equally applicable for all the parts of the joint. Okay, so the spigot is under the tensile load, the socket is under the tensile load, also the quarter is under the tensile load. Okay, so W is that tensile load, axial tensile load. Now we'll see the different other alphabets. Small letter D. Small letter D is the diameter of the shaft. Small letter D is the diameter of the shaft. which we are going to join. So these both the dimensions are small letter d. In this side view, this bold cycle, the inner bold cycle is that small letter d. Inner bold circle is that small letter d. Now next is d1. d1 is the diameter, inner diameter of the socket. Inner diameter of the socket. I can draw it over here. D1 is outer diameter. Sorry, D1 is outer diameter of the socket. This is D1. The outer diameter of the socket is D1 and D2 is the inner diameter of the socket. So this is D2. Okay, so D1 is the D1 and D2 clear. D1 is the outer diameter of the socket and D2 is the inner diameter of the socket. Now inner diameter of the socket is nothing but the diameter of the spigot. So D2 is common for spigot as well as for the socket. So D1 and D2. Now D3. D3 is the diameter of the socket collar. This is D3. D3 is the diameter of the socket collar. So this is D3. Now you can see the shape of the spigot. It is cylindrical and then there is the collar and then the end of the shaft. So this diameter of the socket spigot collar. This is spigot collar. The diameter of the spigot collar is D3. Now the thickness of the spigot collar, this is T1. You can see the alphabet T1. Now in diameters, the last diameter is D4. This is D4. You can see the D4 is the outer diameter of the socket collar. The outer diameter of the socket collar. Okay. Now spigot, socket and cotton. So all the diameters, D small letter d is the diameter of the shaft. You can make on either side d. D1 the outer diameter of the socket. D2 the inner diameter of the socket or simply the diameter of the spigot. Then D3 is the diameter of spigot collar. D4 is the diameter of the socket collar. Actually, we don't make the socket with the same cross sectional area. Simply we are pressing this area over here. So this outer diameter of the socket is D4. So D1, D2, D3, D4 all are having empirical relations between them. We'll see those relations afterwards. T1 is the thickness of the spigot collar. Now, what is small letter A and small letter C? Small letter A is this much dimension. Now, what is this? Small letter A is with spigot and small letter C is with socket. This is C. From the end of the slot to up to the end of the spigot, this much distance. This is the starting of the slot. So from this point up to the end of the spigot, this length is small letter A. Now the same type of length for the socket from the slot end up to the end of the socket. This length is small letter C. Now we'll see these T, B and L. These are the three dimensions of the quarter. So what is T? T is this or width of the quarter. B is width of the quarter. Small letter T is thickness of the quarter. Thickness, you can see the thickness of the quarter in side view. So T is the thickness of the quarter, and L is the length of the quarter. L is the length of the quarter. So I have covered all the alphabets related to the dimensions. Now last three are the strength, the different strength of the material of all the parts. So tau is the permissible shear stress, sigma t is permissible tensile strength of the material, and sigma ck is permissible crushing stress of the material. We are aware with all these types of the stresses. We have learned these stresses in previous lectures. So what do you have to do? You have to draw the diagram and you have to list out all the alphabets and write down the meaning of all the alphabets. Okay, so we'll start with the first alphabet, that is W. Tensile load on joint. What is W? Tensile load on joint. Second, small letter D. Diameter of each shaft. Diameter of each shaft. Small letter D. Diameter of each shaft. D1. D1 is outer diameter of socket. Outside diameter of socket. Outside diameter of socket. D2. Now you can write the D2 on your own. This is inside diameter of socket, or this is also diameter of spigot. Diameter of spigot. Now D3. Diameter of spigot collar. D3 is the diameter of the spigot collar. D4. D4 is outer diameter of socket collar. D4. Now T1. T1 is thickness of spigot collar. Thickness of spigot collar. Now B, T and L. You can write these alphabets T, B, L or B, T, L. These all three dimensions are for the quarter. I will write those dimensions also here. T, thickness of quarter. B, width of quarter, and L, length of quarter. So B, T, B, A, L. Now A and C. A. What is A? A is distance from end of slot. Distance from end of slot. Distance from end of slot to the end of spigot. To end of spigot. Now in the same style you can write C. What is C? Distance of end of C. Distance from end of slot to end of socket. Or this is also called, because this part is nothing but the socket collar. So you can write this as the thickness of socket collar. This is the thickness of socket collar. C. Now you can see these three. This distance is A and this distance is C, and in between is B, the width of the cotton. So this total length is A, B and C. A and C. Now we'll write these strengths, different strengths. So what is tau? Permissible shear stress for cotton material. Tau, permissible shear stress. Tau is permissible shear stress. Sigma T, permissible tensile stress. Sigma Ck, permissible crushing stress. So sigma Ck is permissible crushing stress for the materials. We'll consider that the material of the all the strengths equally applicable for the material of spigot, cotton and socket. All these three. From the side view you can see all the parts mainly are circular. Only the thickness of the cotton is visible in the side view. Okay. So if you have understood this, we can take the different design steps. Step number 1, you just first list out all the steps. Step number 1, design of shaft, means this end. So in design of shaft, we will design the dimension, the diameter of the shaft. Step number 2, design of spigot. So we'll design all the dimensions which are related to the spigot. So you can see the dimension which are related to the spigot. The diameter of the spigot, that is D2. The diameter of the spigot collar is T3. The thickness of the spigot collar is T1. And since there is the slot in the spigot, so the dimensions of the cotter will also be included in this B, T and L. L is not there, but B and T. Next, the distance, this distance A. We'll design these dimensions in design of spigot, and if there is the thickness or the width of the cotter is required, then for thickness of the slot, or the thickness of the slot will be same as the thickness of the cotter. So T will take the empirical relation D2 divided by 4. We'll consider T as D2 divided by 4. In this style we are going to use so many empirical relations, but at least see this first one, D2 divided by 4. The thickness of the cotter as D2 divided by 4. We are going to use this relation. Now step number 3 is design of socket. Now in design of socket, the inner and outer diameter, in that inner we have already designed in this step. So outer diameter of the socket, the outer diameter of the socket collar D4, that is D4. Then this distance after the slot or beyond the slot, how much is the length of the socket collar, that is C. Now do we have included everything from the socket? D1, D2, D4 and C. So these many dimensions will be designed in this step. Now step number 4. Step number 4 is design of quarter. Now you are very well aware that the different alphabets which are specific for with the quarter are B, T and L. So in these 4 steps we will design the complete quarter joint. Now we will start with the step number 1, that is design of shaft. I will give you a very simple example. You have to imagine all the parts in the same style. If there is a shaft and suppose some load is acting on this, then obviously the tensile stress will induce into the material. So when we will design the shaft, we will consider the tensile failure. We will consider the failure of shaft in tension. So for step number 1, design of shaft, we will consider failure of shaft in tension, because there is no other type of loading which can induce the failure. There is only one axial tensile load. So we consider this shaft ends under tension. Now if the tensile stress is inducing, then the formula will be, obviously the formula for stress is load upon area. Sigma T is load upon area. Load is W. Everywhere the load for the complete joint for each and every part is W. So W upon area. But we are designing the shaft. So we'll put that area of the cross-sectional area of the shaft which is under the tension. So if we'll see from the side view, I have already rubbed the side view, but you are aware that the side view of this shaft is pi by 4 d square. Now sigma T is given in the equation, W will be given in the equation. So in this equation of the strength, only small letter d is unknown. So from here we will get small letter d, the diameter of the shaft. Okay. So from that row we have got this d here, the diameter of the shaft. Okay, there is no other possible failure which will induce in the shaft. So we'll go to the step number 2. Now from the step number 1, we have already the small letter d, one dimension मिल चुका है, एक dimension मिल चुका है. Step number 2 is design of spigot. Design of spigot. Okay, now for your reference, once again I'll show you the shape of the spigot. Spigot is like this. This is the spigot and direct slot. Okay, now the load is this only load which is acting W. So spigot is under the tensile loading. This diameter is D2. This is the slot. This distance is A. This thickness is T1 and the diameter of the spigot collar is D3. You can write down all the alphabets which I have shown you in the list of steps. Those all dimensions or all the diameters we are going to find out in this step. So number 1, the first type of failure we'll consider in spigot is failure of spigot in tension. Failure of spigot in tension. Now we have done the various practice of variable cross section. Variable cross section shaft. If the shaft is like this, the cross section, if the cross sectional area of the shafts are varied, then we are very well aware the maximum stress will induce in the smallest possible area. The maximum stress will induce into the smallest possible area. So spigot is having this shape. So where will be the smallest possible area of the spigot? Obviously it will be at slot. So when we'll draw the side view of the slot, will it be like this? This is the slot. So smallest possible area, and this is the diameter D2. I'll show you the section plane. This is the section plane. इसका मैंने क्रॉस सेक्शनल एरिया यहाँ पे ड्रॉ किया है. So the area which is under hatching is the cross sectional area which will be under maximum tension for the spigot. So if this outer diameter is small letter d2, and this will obviously be the thickness of the cotton. So how much will be the area under tension? Can you tell me the formula for the area which is hatched? Will it be the area of this circle minus this area of the rectangle? So area under tension will be area under tension. Now when I write like this, I consider only the area which is under the failure, under this particular failure which we are discussing. So area under tension A will be, you can write A, will it be pi by 4 d2 square, the area of this circle, minus the area of this rectangle. The area of this rectangle will be d2 into t. So this much is the area of the spigot which is under maximum tension. So we'll write again the equation of tension. Sigma t will be, the formula remains same, load upon area. But which area? For spigot, the area is W upon pi by 4 d2 square minus d2 into t. This area is under the whole denominator. It is for complete denominator. So this is the strength equation. Now from here we will get d2 as, how we will get d2? Here d2 and t both are unknown. So what we'll do? We'll put t as d2 divided by 4. We'll use the empirical relation. We'll use the empirical relation. We'll put t as d2 divided by 4. We'll put t as d2 divided by 4. So from here we'll get d2. In this equation of strength, we'll get d2 from here. And if we'll get the d2, we'll get also the thickness of the slot or thickness of the cotton. Okay. So from this step, we got how many dimensions? We have received d2. Okay. And we got t, the thickness of the cotton or the thickness of the slot. Okay. Now we'll consider the next. Is there any other type of failure which will be into the spigot? So yes, will the spigot fail under the crushing stress? Now you can see the spigot and the cotton. When the joint is made and when it is loaded, then this plane of these, उसकी हमको सिर्फ लाइन दिख रही है इस व्यू में. When we see it into the side view, it will be a rectangle. So this, concentrate on this line which I am making bold. This line. This line is pressed fit. It is the contacting plane of the quarter as well as the spigot. Because for spigot, this load is mainly pulling it to on that side. So this plane. So area of this plane which is under the crushing, we will consider that failure of spigot in failure of spigot for failure of spigot under crushing. Failure of spigot under crushing. This is the second failure we are considering under the heading of design of spigot. Now we'll do the practice in the same style. So that plane, will it be this plane which is under crushing? If we'll see the side view of this bold line, it will be this much area which is under the crush, because this is the common plane for the quarter and the spigot. So the area of this rectangle will be under crushing. So what will be the area? Will it be d2 into t? Now you will say okay, we already have d2 and also we have t. So we'll check whether these dimension will sustain under crush or not. So what we'll do, we'll write down the strength equation of strength for crushing. So sigma Ck will be load upon area, but which area? Area under crush. So area under crush is, for spigot it is d2 into t. Now we have d2, we have t. What we'll do, we'll check whether sigma Ck is less than the permissible, less than or equal to the permissible given value. Or we'll check whether these dimensions d2 and t are safe for the crushing stress or not. So we'll check sigma Ck in this. We'll check d2 and t whether they are safe for crushing stress or not. If it won't be safe, suppose सम कैलकुलेट करने के बाद में सिग्मा Ck का वैल्यू जो है वो इससे ज्यादा आ रहा है, द परमिसिबल वैल्यू से ज्यादा आ रहा है. So what we'll do, we'll come to know that d2 and t is safe for the tension but not safe for the crushing. So what we'll do, sigma Ck का वैल्यू पुट करेंगे and d2 and t एक नया वैल्यूज निकालेंगे इसको. Now those d2 and t will be safe for sigma Ck, ये वाले कैंसिल हो जाएंगे. Now final d2 and t will be sigma Ck से जो आएगा वो. If the sigma Ck सेफ वैल्यू में नहीं आया तो, और अगर सेफ वैल्यू में आ गया, परमिसिबल वैल्यू से कम या बराबर में आ गया, then d2 and t will be final, जो हमने पहली स्टेप में कैलकुलेट कर चुके हैं. ओके, सो हमने चेकिंग भी कर ली d2 and t की. Now we'll see, is there any other stress? Is there any shearing action in the spigot? So yes, there is the shearing. So failure of spigot under shear. Failure of spigot under shear. Third is failure of spigot under shear. Tau. W upon A, the formula remains same, W upon A. But which area is under shear? So I'll show you the area which is under shear. You can easily see, as the spigot is pulling from that side, then this plane, it may shear off. I'll show you, it's a 3D view. You can see very easily from this diagram of the book. The area which is under shear, the area of the spigot which is under shear. Is it A into D2? Will it be A into D2? Those two rectangles, and it will be 2 into A into D2 because it will shear from the both the sides. This is, you can call double shear. You have already learned the double shear. So in our diagram, that plane will be visible like this. This is the plane which is under shear. Now this plane is from the front and from the back side. So 2 into this height will be d2 and the thickness is a. Okay. So failure of spigot under shear, and this is actually the double shear. So area under shear, how much is the area under shear? Is it 2 into d2 into a? Now we already have d2, we'll get a from this equation. इस strength की equation से we'll get a, small letter a मिल जाएगा, which is the distance of the from the end of the slot up to the end of the spigot. That is small letter a. So we'll get small letter a from this equation. Now we'll design this spigot collar. Spigot collar. So which type of stress will induce into the spigot collar? Is there any crushing in the spigot collar? Because this job मैं bold कर रही हूँ, उस पे ध्यान दो. ये. This is actually from side we will see this is the ring, complete ring, which is pressed with the socket collar. This is pressed with the socket collar. I will make that bold over here also. So this is nothing but the ring. If you see the side view of this spigot collar, it will look like this ring. It will look like this ring. Can you see this ring? Its internal diameter is d2 and its outer diameter is d3. So this ring is pressed with the socket collar. This spigot collar is pressed with the socket collar. So this ring is under crush. Whichever part will be in pressed contact and there won't be any motion, then we know that the crushing stress induced in that plane. So the failure of spigot collar. Now we'll see this step number D. The failure of spigot collar under crushing. That area is nothing but the area of the ring. This is D2. I can draw that diagram also here. This ring is under its outer diameter is D3 and inner diameter is D2. Okay. Oh, previous steps में we have already received A also. So ये को मैंने टिक करना भूल गई थी. Okay. So this is crushing stress. So I'll write sigma Ck is equal to W upon area under crush. So how much is the area under crush? It is W upon area. Will it be pi by 4 d3 square minus pi by 4 d2 square, or you can write sigma Ck as W upon pi by 4 d3 square minus d2 square. Complete denominator pi by 4 d3 square minus d2 square. If you cannot see that step there, I will write it once again over here. So sigma Ck is equal to, this is W upon pi by 4 d3 square minus d2 square. Now from previous steps we have already got d2. So from this step we will get d3. We will get d3 from here. The outside diameter of the spigot collar. Now is there any action of shearing for the collar? So yes, there is the action of shearing also. Where is the action of shearing? Will it be? This will be over here. This ring will, if this may shear off, where it will be pulled like this, and if the spigot fails, then ये जो इतना सा जो रिंग है ये इसको लग के रह जाएगा, okay, and the rest will be displaced. So the plane which is under shear, you can see from this three-dimensional view given in the book, the plane which may shear, that plane, that area is cylindrical. हैचिंग से बनाया हुआ वो एरिया बताया है इस 3D व्यू में, हैचिंग से बना के बताया हुआ एरिया. सो हाउ मच विल बी दैट एरिया? विल इट बी द circumference of this ring into the thickness, and that thickness is nothing but the thickness of the spigot collar. So that area will be pi into d2 into t. You are very well aware with the punching shear. This is also the nature of the punching shear. So we'll see the next kind of failure which may induce into the spigot. So failure of spigot collar under shearing. E. The fifth style of failure which may happen in the spigot is the failure of spigot collar under shearing. Now again our formula remains same. This is shear stress, so we'll write tau. Tau will be equal to W upon A. But which area? The area which is under shear. So that is the area of the ring. So we'll write W upon that area will be pi into the ring which this ring which is going, which may shear out, pi into d2. This inner diameter is d2. So pi into d2, circumference of that circle into thickness. So उतनी ring की thickness कितनी है? It is t1. Now in previous step we got d3 भी मिल गया हमको previous step में. Now d2 हमारे पास पहले से है. So from here we'll get t1. t1 मिल जाएगा यहाँ से. So t1 भी मिल गया. So we have calculated all these dimensions in the design of spigot. Okay, so in design of spigot, we'll consider 5 different failures of the spigot. Number 1, the very first, the plane, the tension under the spigot, the weakest section or the area which will be minimum in the spigot will be the area at the slot. So we have considered that area. So first failure is failure of the spigot under tension. Second is failure of spigot under the crushing, the area which is crushed between the cotter and the spigot. So we have considered this rectangular area. Now next we have considered the shearing of the spigot end which is beyond this slot, which is under this. So that area is also in double shear. Now we have considered the crushing stress induced into the spigot collar. So these only ring and the shearing of the spigot collar, this E, the step E. From this you will get T1. Okay, so we have received all these dimensions. The maximum failures we are considering into the spigot. So ये जो equations बनती है इसी को equation of strength बोलते हैं. Strength की equations होती है ये. Okay, so we have covered all the possible failures under the spigot. Now we'll go to the next step, that is design of, step number 3, design of socket. जैसे जैसे मैं लिख रही हूँ आप लोग भी अपनी नोटबुक में लिखते चलो. Design of socket, and write down, make a bracket and write down all the alphabets which I have listed already in the list of steps. All the dimensions, actually तो dimension D1, D2, D4, C. These are the dimensions involved in socket, in design of socket, in which we have already received. D2 मिल चुका है, पहले ही हम लोग कैलकुलेट कर चुके हैं. बचा है D1, D4 and C. ये dimensions रह गए इसके. Okay, so socket. First, socket will also go under the action of tension because the complete loading is of the tension on over the joint. So failure of socket under tension. So what do we have to do? We have to see the area under the sections, under tension. Obviously that area also be on the slot. What I'll do, मैं तुम लोगों को फिर से एक छोटा सा डायग्राम जो है वो सॉकेट का बनाकर बता देती हूँ. जैसे स्पाइगेट का बनाया था सेम उसी तरह से. सॉकेट थोड़ा सा इसको स्टेप दिया है. So this is the socket and इसमें भी स्लॉट है फॉर होल्डिंग कॉटर. कॉटर के लिए यहाँ पे एक स्लॉट मारा हुआ है. इन दैट दिस इनर डायमीटर इज D2, दिस इज D2, दिस आउटर डायमीटर इज D4 and this diameter is D1. So we already have D2, we have to calculate D1 and D4. This diameter is D4 and this distance end of the slot to end of the socket collar is C. Okay. So first we will consider the tension, failure of socket under tension. So very good diagram is given over here. How much will be that area? The smallest possible area. Obviously it will be, I'll draw the section plane. ये उसकी section plane है अगर, तो smallest possible area जो है वो कॉलर के इस तरफ है, ये वाला एरिया. तो ये साइड में जो एरिया है वो मैं ड्रॉ कर सकती है. दैट एरिया विल इट बी, ये स्लॉट बना हुआ है. सो दिस डायमीटर इज D1 एंड इनर डायमीटर इज D2. इन दैट D2 पहले से पता है हमको. सो दिस एरिया इज अंडर टेंशन. सेम जिस तरह से हमने स्पाइगेट के लिए ड्रॉ किया था, सेम विल ड्रॉ फॉर द सॉकेट. The only difference is socket will be look like a hollow shaft. Hollow shaft का जैसा साइड भी होता है उसकी तरह दिखेगा. So this is the smallest possible area that will be the weakest section. So I'll write down the failure of socket under tension. This is tension, so sigma T is equal to W upon area of the socket which is under the tension, minimum area of the socket which is under the tension. So sigma T will be, how much will be this area? W upon, how much will be this area? Now we have the area of the outer circle minus area of the inner circle minus the area of these two small rectangles. The thickness of this, obviously this will be, this is the slot, the thickness will be the thickness of the quarter, small letter t. So how much will be this small rectangles? Okay, can I write like this? मैं सिर्फ एरिया के लिए लिखती हूँ पहले यहाँ पे, फिर नीचे ज्यादा नीचे दिखेगा नहीं. A is equal to, will it be pi by 4 D1 square minus pi by 4 D2 square. बड़ी रिंग में से छोटी रिंग निकाल दी, हमको बड़े सर्कल से छोटा सर्कल निकाल दिया, तो इतना रिंग का एरिया मिल गया. उसमें से भी हमको माइनस करना है, इस रिंग में से हमको माइनस करना है द एरिया ऑफ दीज टू स्मॉल रेक्टेंगल्स. सो विल इट बी D1 माइनस D2 इंटू T. D1 इतना D1 है, D2 इतना D2 है. सो D1 माइनस D2 किया तो हमको ये दोनों हाइट मिल गई, इनटू थिकनेस किया तो हमको ये छोटे छोटे दोनों रेक्टेंगल्स का एरिया मिल गया. सो दिस विल बी D1 माइनस D2 इंटू T. सो एरिया फॉर the socket which is under maximum tension is A is equal to pi by 4 D1 square minus pi by 4 D2 square minus D1 minus D2 into T. So I write down the equation of strength for tension for socket is sigma T is equal to W upon, ये थोड़ी लंबा है डिनोमिनेटर, थोड़ा छोटा छोटा करके लिख लो, पाई बाई 4 इंटू D1 स्क्वायर माइनस D2 स्क्वायर, ये हो गया पहला, माइनस ये सब में से D1 माइनस D2 इंटू T, इसमें से ये माइनस कर दिया. सो फ्रॉम हियर वी ऑलरेडी हैव D2 हमारे पास पहले से है, T हमारे पास पहले से. सो फ्रॉम दिस इक्वेशन वी विल गेट D1. दिस इज इम्पॉर्टेंट कि विच डायमेंशन वी आर गोइंग टू कैलकुलेट फ्रॉम दैट पर्टिकुलर इक्वेशन. सो D1 भी मिल गया, D1 भी मिल गया हम लोगों को. ओके, नाउ जैसे हम लोग ने स्पाइगट के लिए टेंशन के तुरंत बाद क्रश कंसीडर किया था, सेम इन दैट स्टाइल socket के लिए will also consider the crushing stress. Only when we were considering for the spigot, the crushing के लिए we have considered this plane. Now when we'll do the same practice for the socket, we'll consider this plane, because mainly the crushing will be because of this pull. So this plane in which D4 dimension आ जाएगा. So concentrate on this plane. This will nothing but a ring, a hollow ring रहेगी वो, but उसके dimension क्या रहेंगे वो देखने. Okay, so give the heading B, failure of socket. Actually ये socket collar का एरिया कहते हैं इसको हम, तो इसके लिए socket collar भी लिख सकते हैं इसको. तो failure of socket collar under crushing. The failure of socket collar under crushing. So how much will be that area? I'll draw that area. If you can understand these lines which I am making bold, so you can draw the side view of these two. जितना क्वार्टर के साथ में टच में है सॉकेट, उतना ही प्लेन विल क्रश. सो ये है क्वार्टर का स्लॉट. सो दिस डायमीटर इज नथिंग बट D4, the outer diameter of the socket collar. The inner diameter is nothing but D2. This diameter is D2. The inner diameter of the socket बोलो या diameter of the spigot बोलो, one and the same thing. Okay, so this area is under crush. The area of the socket collar which is in complete contact, which is suppressed with the quarter, ये इतने rectangles, and इसका जो thickness होता है, this is nothing but the thickness of the quarter, small letter t. So how much will be that area? Will it be D4 minus D2 into T? That will be D4 minus D2 into T. I'll write down the equation of strength for sigma Ck crushing under the socket collar, W upon area, and that area is W upon that is D4 minus D2 into T. In the same style I have written this. ये जिस तरह से लिखा था उसी तरह से. अगर किसी को ये नहीं समझ में आया तो मैं एक बार फिर से बता देती हूँ. See, ये मैंने इसके प्रोजेक्शंस बना दिए, यहाँ पर एक प्रोजेक्शन लाइन बना दिए. यू नो दैट दिस इज D4 और जो अंदर वाली लाइन है ये कितना है इसका डायमेंशन D2. सो D4 माइनस D2 किया तो हमको दिस प्लस दिस मिल गया. मतलब ये रेक्टेंगल्स को हम लोग क्लोज कर ले तो उसकी हाइट मिल गई हमको, डेप्थ मिल गई, एंड उसकी विड्थ है क्वार्टर के थिकनेस जितनी. सो दैट इज T. सो एरिया बन गया D4 minus D2 into T, the area of the socket collar which is under crushing. Now the third failure, the failure of socket collar because of shear. जैसे हम लोगों ने इसके लिए shearing action देखा था, ये प्लेन shear हुई थी, इन द सेम स्टाइल इसकी अपोजिट साइड की ये जो ये प्लेन्स है, दिस विल shear फॉर सॉकेट। बट ये कितनी प्लेन्स रहेगी, जैसे यहाँ पे ये था तो डबल shear था, आगे वाली और उसके पीछे वाली, क्योंकि क्वार्टर के साथ में जो लगी हुई आगे वाली और पीछे वाली, यहाँ पर इसमें आगे वाली और पीछे वाली, और नीचे वाली की इसमें भी आगे वाली और पीछे वाली। सो ये जो एक रेक्टेंगल है इसका एरिया अगर तुम निकालो into 4 करेंगे, you will get this much area is going to shear. So we'll give the next heading, failure of socket under shear. See, failure of socket, कॉलर के साइड का ये तो सॉकेट कॉलर लिखेंगे हम लोग उसको, अंडर shear, और ये डबल shear का ही एग्जाम्पल है, डबल shear एट 2 places. सो कितना रहेगा वो एरिया अंडर shear, कितना रहेगा, what that plane is visible in this view, फ्रंट व्यू में वो प्लेन विजिबल रहती है। अगर तुमको उसका 3 डायमेंशनल व्यू देखना है तो इन बुक दैट इज गिवन the 3 dimensional view of shearing of the socket collar is like this. You can see the complete 3D view is drawn there. It is like this. Okay, so we will now write down that area. मैं क्या करूँगी, एक रेक्टेंगल का एरिया निकालेगी एंड इंटू उसको 4 कर दूंगी, 4 इंटू, और अगर इस तरह से करना है तो 2 इंटू में काम हो जाएगा। आई राइट डाउन D4 माइनस D2 इंटू C। मैंने क्या किया है, ये पूरे में से माइनस ये किया तो मुझे ये पूरी दोनों मिल गई हाइट, इंटू C किया तो विड्थ से उसकी मल्टीप्लाई हो गया, और इंटू 2 किया तो ये ऐसी आगे की 2 प्लेन प्लस उसके पीछे की वो 2 प्लेन, तो मुझे मिल गया एरिया। ओके, सो 2 इंटू D2 minus D4 into C. So I'll write down the equation of strength. It is shearing, so we'll write tau is equal to W upon this area. मैं वो इक्वेशन में यहाँ पे लिखती हूँ। हाँ, प्रीवियस वाले कैलकुलेशन में हमको क्या मिला था, D4 हम लोगों को मिल चुका है, क्रशिंग में हमको D4 मिल चुका है। इन प्रीवियस मैंने लिखा नहीं था वहाँ पे D4, तुम लोग लिख दो वहाँ पे। Now tau is equal to W upon 2 into D4 minus D2 into C. So we'll get C from here. D4 हमको क्रश में मिल चुका है एंड C यहाँ shearing से मिल जाएगा, डबल shear से। So इतने अल्फाबेट्स हो गए कैलकुलेट करके। Okay, so socket में we are going to consider these 3 failure only. First is tension, second is crush, and third is shear. Okay, now we'll go to the step number 4. Step number 4 is design of quarter. Now the failure of quarter we are going to consider only shearing action. See, quarter बीच में है, स्पाइगट और सॉकेट के बीच में है, दोनों साइड से इसको पुल कर रहा है, दिस टेंसाइल लोडिंग इज पुलिंग ऑन फ्रॉम द बोथ द साइड्स, तो ऑब्वियसली द क्वार्टर में शेयर एट दीज 2 एरियाज। ये जो 2 प्लेन्स है ये शेयर हो सकती है, एक ये वाली और एक ये वाली। सो हाउ मच विल बी दिस प्लेन विल बी विजिबल इन टॉप व्यू। सो हाउ मच विल बी दिस प्लेन, यहाँ पे टेपर होता है बट डिजाइन के टाइम हम उसको टेपर को कंसिडर नहीं करते। विल दैट एरिया विल बी B into T? Very good. 3D view is given in the book. So I will show you that view. The double shear under the quarter. You can see like this. It is shown here. The quarter में shear like this. 2 planes पे वो shear out हो सकता है, fail हो गया अगर तो। So we will write the step number 4, डिजाइन ऑफ क्वार्टर। हमको कौन सा डायमेंशन निकालना है, B, T और L होता है इसमें, उसमें से T हम लोगों को मिल चुका है ऑलरेडी, हम D2 डिवाइड बाय 4 लिखते हैं। ओके, नाउ वी विल कंसीडर द फेलियर। इसमें एक ही फेलियर कंसीडर करने वाले, इसलिए A B C लिखने की जरूरत नहीं। फेलियर ऑफ क्वार्टर under shear, and that shear is double shear. So what we'll do, W upon A. Now how much is the area of cotton which is under shear? Will it be W upon 2 into B into T? That plane is visible in top view. So it will be W upon 2 into B into T. Okay. So यहाँ से हमको मिल जाएगा B. Because T हमारे पास ऑलरेडी है तो हमको मिल गया अल्फाबेट B मिल गया. Okay. अब बचा है only the L, small letter L, the length of the quarter. So for length of the quarter, what we'll do, we won't use any kind of failure. We will directly take the empirical relation. The length of the quarter के लिए empirical relation होता है 4 times of D. जो तुम लोगों ने diameter कैलकुलेट किया था, diameter of the shaft, उसका 4 times होना चाहिए minimum. So L is equal to 4 into D. So L भी मिल गया. So we have calculated all the dimensions. These are the stresses which were given and W was the load. So in this style, we will calculate the different dimensions of the cotton. This is little bit lengthy. All these जो भी stresses की equation है जिसमें sigma T, sigma Ck या tau आया है, all those equations are called the equation of the strength. Okay. So revise or write down all the steps properly as I am explaining. You write also, you understand it properly, write, draw the respective diagrams and write down all the steps properly in your notebook. So you will come to know with all these steps. So in this style we can complete the numerical. If we'll apply all these formulas, we can calculate the dimensions of the quarter joint. Okay, thank you.